Time, there's a top 10 clash. The focus of the entire nation zooms in on a game like that. When it's a conference showdown, the stakes are even higher. Welcome everyone to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes, as we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on last year's national champions, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Pit lined up, ready for the opening kickoff as we get things underway. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Miami Hurricane offense will take the field to get things started. They sure hope that that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double coverage.
Oh, he's got some... Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Has the sticks, and he may get more. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Back to pass, it's Lindsey. Got his man quickly. Let's take a minute and talk about Miami. We're at the halfway point of the season. They're sitting atop the rankings. How hard is it to maintain that focus as the season goes along?
It's really tough, and that's one thing this coaching staff's really been trying to focus on is just to take one opponent at a time, regardless of where they're ranked, regardless of where you're playing. You've got everybody's attention. You're the number 1 team in the country midway through the year, David, but there are tougher challenges ahead.
Well, and it's hard to get your players' attention because you start thinking you're good. We've got to get better every week, every practice, and sometimes that number 1 ranking makes you not work as hard, gets you a little bit complacent, so that's the job of this coaching staff moving forward.
He's got it, first down and more. At the 20, he's got space. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Kane.
And every team has their script, and they want to get the game off on this foot, and they want to make sure that they have balance and get these plays in and assert the line of scrimmage. Run the football, and they do. They create the explosive run, and they open this football game with a touchdown.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside the 15, and now the hit knocks it loose. Grabbed by the kicking team. Touchdown!
This is why a lot of coaches don't kick the ball out of the end zone. They want them to return the football so something good can happen. So you can put a hat on a football, cause a fumble, make something happen, Palmer, and that's exactly what the kickoff unit does.
Man, I love kickoff coverage units, David, that take pride in their jobs. These guys want to line up. They want to run down the field and hurt somebody. That was a huge game-changing play to not just create the turnover, but to score a touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Panthers this offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Looking to throw on first down. Fires it incomplete. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10, playoff positioning, all the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Pitt will have to boot this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Got it in the middle. It's Lofton. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Give to the back. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Ball's at the 25. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, it's Lindsey. Got his man downfield. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
And because the receiver was able to drive back to the QB on that curl route against man coverage, he was able to create a little bit of separation between him and the defender, and that was a big key in getting that first down.
Beck's going for the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Hurricanes! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. He's going to get loose. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Panthers. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score. Touchdown, Miami. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returner, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. He might have been looking just to set up his offense, but he put a touchdown on the board with that 92-yard return. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And his throw is incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Blasted as he lets it go. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. Pitt will line up to punt it away. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Second down coming up. Defense in press coverage. Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. Breaks into the open. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. And they get him on the ground. They get the turnover, they get a chunk of yards, and they are in business.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
That's reeled in. It's Lofton. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Hurricanes looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. The give out of the gun. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football, great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Canes!
It's just so nice to have a signal guy who can make plays through the air, can make plays with his feet like this, runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And the extra point is good. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. There he goes. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Bringing it back. At the 30. He's at the... And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Hurricanes!
How game-changing play for this defense. Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. From inside the 15, here's the return. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a first down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. Let's go. They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking downfield on first down. Bringing the heat. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Pitt will have to boot this one away. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Really good balance on that last drive. They're turning it on. Picks up the first down. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Miami. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Under fire. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
Pitt will line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. Guys, let's look big picture Miami. It's not the end of the world. This is not one of those be-all, end-all games that we used to have in a different era. But certainly for the winner, clear shot at a conference title and perhaps a spot in the college football playoff and a bye.
I love it. It's a great show-me week. A lot of adrenaline, a lot of emotion. Like both these squads, really, really good football teams in really good positions in their conference. But Jesse, after today, there can only be 1-1.
Yeah, the picture's going to change, no doubt about it. These two teams both, though, believe they're the best in conference play. Nobody's beat them yet, and they believe they're the man in the conference. So we're going to learn a lot. By the time this game is over, who is the best in conference play?
Grabbed behind the line, it's Pringle. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Canes have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Fights off a defender. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. And
oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Touchdown, Canes. Oh, that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
Miami, 56, hit 7.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Caught over the middle. It's Barres. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Got his man in the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Motion from the wideout. Can't get him to the ground. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. So now it's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Lindsey. The quick out. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
And the Canes will snap it on 1st and 10.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And the try is no good. They blow the field goal. Something finally goes wrong. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Panthers come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Barres. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Grabbed in the middle. It's Crawford. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Pitt will have to boot this one away. He'll take it on the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. To the air, it's Lindsey. Wide open downfield. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He's looking to pass. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on 1st down by this offense.
Touchdown, Hurricane! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that field there in Coral Gables, sign me up for another half. And the story of this first half has undeniably been the play of that kid under center. He's in total control of the offense, making the right decisions and reads, not trying to do too much. There's a reason he gets the NIL deals and all the love on social media. That young man is him, and doesn't that opposing team know him? And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Hard Rock Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Canes will kick it off to start the second half. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on the...
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Getting the sack, getting the fumble.
And the Hurricanes line it up with a 1st and goal. Williams will pass. Looking to get it in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal. Get them tackled to the ground.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Power ahead. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
Here's the pressure. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And this defense is bringing the Heat another sack. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Pitt will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. And the returner will be dragged down. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. From the gun, the running back has it. And he fights his way forward, gets away from 1, but not much doing on that one. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Williams looking for a man. Gets it out quickly. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
While they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Let's go! After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Right on target this time. Touchdown, Miami! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
from inside his own. Oh, and now the ball has been knocked free. Maybe some nerves on that return, but a fortunate bounce, and they'll retain possession. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously.
Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Now on 2nd down. Tight end now in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. He'll try to do it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this.
Sprinting away! A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21.
After giving up that big shot defensively, how confident are you calling that coverage again? You're now on your own end of the field, and now your backs are against the wall.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
That is an example of a defender just stepping up and making a play. You just gave up a big completion down the field. That's not going to happen again. That's not happening on my watch. Right away, that D lineman decides to go after him.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains, they were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Pitt will have to boot this one away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Runs through a tackle. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Williams will pass. The throw to the outside is complete. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. All wideouts, no backs. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Snagged out of the air. Breaks into the open. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a 1st down.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the 1st.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. The Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a man. Catch in the middle, it's Carr. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. How about the mix of play calls on this drive. 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense going right down the field in 6 plays and now set up for first and goal.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe get...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Canes! These guys wanted to make a statement. The statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop them. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Wants to throw on first down. Grab near the marker. It's Hunt. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. They go back to work in the final period of this one. The short hand, it's Perez. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the left side. Shakes off the defender. And he fought for everything he could. Probably lucky it wasn't worse with all of the company he had in the backfield. And the Panthers, now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Here comes the heat. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Pitt will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Let's see what he can do with it. Makes a move. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Give to Brown. Picks up the first down, still moving. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Open space at the 25. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Williams looking for a man. Quickly complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Canes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Hurricane! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. Catch in the middle, it's Hunt. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Lofts one high and deep. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. Backed up now, here's second and long. They'll move the tight end. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Caught behind the line. It's Goff. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. That pass is intercepted, but he's out of bounds, so it'll go down as an incompletion and a stroke of good luck for the quarterback. Pitt will have to boot this one away. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. There he goes! Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
And the Canes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a double.
He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Canes are moving quickly down the field. Brown has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Hurricanes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Plows through the defense. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Out of the gun, the give to the back. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24.
Brings up 2nd down.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Well, it took everything on defense to just get that guy down on the 1-yard line. He is a monster, Dave.
And if this offense, Jazz, is going to keep doing that, you better bring in reinforcements on that defensive line. Get some big boys.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And how about about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. From the gun, the ground game. Oh, he got loose! Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll ride the hot hand. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. To the ground with the back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Under fire. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. There is little that warms the heart of a defender like a strip sack. Even better if you get the ball.
And I like the awareness of this defender on the play because he knew.
Turning it on. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with the first down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The run from the shotgun. Powers through the defender. Lowers those pads. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone. They're down to the 20. 1st and 10. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. From inside the 15, here's the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the